View of CAN expansion configuration on an AiM MyChron 5 2T. So I'll just turn on the device here. It'll go through its startup sequence. Currently we have connected to the expansion or PC port, the CAN expansion port on the back of this MyChron 5, a IR temp controller here for 4 individual IR temp sensors. Also, there is a CAN expansion breakout here for an LCU-ONE. So there's no need for another data hub, and you can see this LCU-ONE is powered externally just using a 12-volt power source. And here is the Lambda sensor for that particular LCU-ONE here, and you can see a green status light indicating that this LCU-ONE is currently on. So if I go back to the device here, I'll show the configuration in just a moment, but you can see the live Lambda value here for this Bosch sensor here just in free air. So that's 1.6 Lambda. This is the external voltage here. The battery is only 9.9 currently. The internal voltage is 4.4, so you can actually charge the internal battery using that external battery. And then currently we have 13 satellites indoors. If I scroll through the pages available here, this is an array that was previously set up of wheel temp sensors. However, if I take this sensor, which is now being powered by the LCU-ONE controller, it's hot to the touch. I can put it in front of one of these temp sensors here, and you can see that value increasing to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit at the tip here. So that's temperatures being controlled of this LCU-ONE. If I go to the next screen, once again, you're going to see the Lambda, the voltages, and the number of satellites. The way that this is configured is if we go to Menu, and then we go to System Settings, click Enter, and then scroll all the way to Display Setup here. So we'll scroll through the pages here. We'll click Change. I've already had 3 custom pages set up, so Custom 1, 2, and 3. So Custom 4 is the one that we're going to want to configure. I'll click Config here. If it is not, if I go back here, if it's not enabled, you're going to enable it and then click Config. But I'll click Config for Custom 4, and then I'll select the first field here, and then you can select any of the available sensor outputs. So we can do wheel temp, we can even do Lambda temp, Lambda AFR, Lambda value here. So I'll change it to Lambda temp here, and then we'll click Exit, and this is the current Lambda temp at the sensor, so 1400 degrees Fahrenheit. Obviously, I'm not touching the sensor element itself, I'm touching the housing, but it's definitely hot to the touch. I can blow on it and obviously it'll cool off there. So you can see the value going down. For optimum efficiency, obviously the controller is going to heat the sensor back up to maintain it within that operating window. And that was a brief overview of the features and configuration of CAN expansion accessories like the LCU-ONE and the IR temp controller for AiM MyChron 5 2T devices.